I've been waiting all day for today. Yippee, no school. So what's the plan, Megaman? What's the plan? Our plan is to go help Mail. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Mail's probably waiting for us. Lan, you've got mail. Maybe it's mail? Hey, it's from Dad. It says, Lan, I have to go overseas for 3 days on a business trip. Since I won't be home, can you look after Mom? Thanks. Poor Dad. Saturday's finally here and he can't even take off. Oh well, his work is really important. Come on, let's get over to Mail's. Indeed we shall. With that, hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Replay Megaman Battle Network 3. In the last one we solved everything at the zoo, and now it's time for this. Miss Mari? Morning, Mail.
Hi, Lan. Nice to see you. Why, good morning, Lan.
What's Miss Mari doing here?
I came to see the bubble wash that Mail bought. I've been thinking about buying one myself. It's a dishwasher, but you can connect it to the net and operate it while you're away from home. The only thing is, it hasn't arrived yet. They seem to be a little late.
Good morning, huh?
Oh no, Higsby's here already? Please, come in.
Thank you, huh? Oh, if it isn't Miss Mari! Fancy running into you here, huh? Don't tell me you come to see that bubble thing too. Well, looky here, it's Lan, huh? What, you just noticed me now? Now then, Mail, you do remember our little deal, huh?
Yeah, of course. What's this about a deal?
Mail said she'd work part-time to pay me back for a chip, huh?
Today's a little bad for me. How about...
No, you've gotta work now, huh? Normally I'm mild-mannered, but not about chips, huh?
Oh no, what am I going to do?
I know, hey, Lan, can you work for Higsby in place of me? Huh? Me? Why do I have to work? I don't mind so long as someone works for me. Miss Mari, are you hearing this? Help me out here.
Well, the bubble wash will be arriving soon. I don't think it's such a bad idea. Why not help Mail out?
All right, I give up.
Thank you, Lan. I'll fix you up something good to eat later. Good luck.
Then it's settled. Lan will work for me, huh? Your task is simple. Go get a wind asterisk. Once you have it, bring it to me, huh? A wind asterisk? Ah, man, do I have to? Lan, we agreed to help out, so let's not complain. Yeah. So in order to find a wind asterisk, we need to head into Yoka's internet, and you could have already theoretically gotten one. Either from a lucky drop from a lucky fight over in Tamako's homepage, or during the last part when we were exploring around doing the N1 preliminaries, if you had explored Yoka's main internet at that point. So let's take a tour around. Welcome, this is Yoka area, Yoka's Cyberworld. Main Street is the blue path. It's designed to resemble water, although since you started the score, it's a little useless in that regard. What's up with this area? The paths are too narrow to pass. Yeah, if you try to walk on those, you just can't, so you're limited on where you can go in Yoka area, for right now, at least. Now, coming in from Yoka Square into Yoka area, you start in Yoka Area 2, which there are some new enemies around here potentially that could get new battle chips for you. For instance, the Metar2s, you can get their battle chip from around here. The Slimers we encountered a few parts ago, you can encounter them around here if you want to get their Meta Jail battle chip, which I recommend a lot. But the Wind Box enemy that drops the Wind Asterisk battle chip is only found in Yoka 1, so we need to actually go along this pathway in order to find it. New enemy here, though, Shrimpy. They patrol their column, and every now and then when you're in the same row as them, they fire their bubbler attack, which bounces forward, and when it hits either you or a rock, it'll explode the tile it hits, as well as the one behind it. So if you're trying to hide behind rocks, be careful. Also, we got ice tiles around here. Ice tiles do the same thing they did in Battle Network 2. When you step on one, you slide over it to the next panel in the direction you were moving. But also like Battle Network 2, if you or a virus are standing on top of an ice panel and get hit with an electric attack, you take double damage from it. And in the case that what gets hit is also inherently weak to electricity, that damage is therefore doubled again, so you can take upwards of 4 times damage, but also deal 4 times damage with those in some instances, so use that to your advantage when you can. And now here's Yoka 1, so now we can just roam around here to try and find a wind box for a wind asterisk. Also, seeing the Navi Cust program reminds me, the stats are about the same for your Buster using the Navi Customizer as they were in Battle Network 2 and 1. Power dictates the amount of damage your individual Buster shots do. Speed is how fast you can rapid fire, even at a distance. Charge is how fast your charge shot charges. However, power level now is there as a stat below charge, and that dictates the strength of your charge shot. And that's what the weapon level plus Navicus programs are for. Though they're kind of awkward to work with as Navicus programs due to their size. And hey, there's the Metal Jail battle chip. I love those, especially in a B code for endgame folders. They're really good, just as a better version of Area Steel in my eyes. And I'm gonna need more than one of them for a program advance for reasons. Got 2 new viruses right here though when I was roaming around. Swordy 3s and Pengies. Swordy 3s are just stronger swordies that have Area Steel and all that, but their attacks are Aqua Elemental, but so are they. Pengies are weird though. They slip and slide all over the place, but whenever they're on top of an ice type panel, they are by and large invincible, so you can't damage them at all, so watch out for that. Their attack isn't that big to deal with, and I don't like their battle chips that much, but I'm gonna need them eventually. I didn't used to like having to grind for battle chips for plot like this in a specific code. In fact, that's why in my original LPs for 2 and 3 over a decade ago at this point, I actively used cheat codes, but nowadays it's so quick and easy as long as you use any chip that's not the base folder. Oh, you got it, huh? Let me just check this out, huh? Yep, this is it, huh? Thank you so much, Lan. Hold on, I'll serve some tea. Oh? Maybe that's the bubble wash. If it is, help me, okay, Lan? I'm starting to feel like your slave. There, it's all set up and ready to go. Huh, that's strange. It's connected to the net, but you can't jack into it. That's probably just so water doesn't get into the circuits. Well then, how about some tea, everyone? Wow, that was some good tea, yes, huh? Yeah, thanks, Mail. Sure. Say, how about we try out the bubble wash? What a splendid idea, Mail. Yeah, I know this feeling. I'm waiting for some paints to arrive so I can finally try out an airbrushing compressor I got to work on some model kits. You two sure seem excited, huh? Like me when I get a rare chip, huh? It's just a dishwasher. What's the big deal? Lan, you know how when you get a new chip, you want to try it, right? This is the same thing. Exactly, huh? Whatever. Ah! Mail! The kitchen! Let's go, huh? What the? What happened? When I started the bubble wash, the bubbles trapped us. What kind of bubbles are these? They don't break. Step aside, huh? I studied Yum Fu in Yumland. I've been waiting for this. I'll chop that bubble apart. Hi-yum! Mail, you got mail. It says, thank you for purchasing World 3's Bubble Wash, Blub Blub. The machine's bubbles will change color from blue to yellow to red, Blub Blub. After they turn red, they'll blue bang. Lord Wily will cleanse the network society he so hates, Blub Blub. Oh my. They're going to explode? Huh? They said World 3. What are we going to do, Lan? No, I'm too young to die. I'm not even married yet. World 3 again? We can't just let them get away with attacking innocent people. Lan, the bubble wash is connected to the net, right? Then the one causing all the bubbles may be there too. Come on, let's go find him. All right, when we find him, I'm gonna make him pay. Higsby, keep an eye on these two. Mail, Miss Mari, hang in there. We'll get you out. If you have any trouble, contact me immediately, huh? I'll be watching after Miss Mari and Mail, huh? So the nearest net access we need to actually use here is Mail's PC, because that's where a cutscene awaits us. Although thinking about it, I'm not even sure if you can leave Mail's house before coming in here. Because I've never really tried, because in my brain I just immediately remember that the nearest net access is right here anyway. So maybe you can't leave, I don't know, I've never really tried. But while we're here, I have an unlocker, so let's get this purple mystery data in Mail's PC. Because that HP memory is definitely going to come in handy. Also, because I haven't technically said it yet, this is the 430 sub special. I know we're closing on 540, but thank you guys so much again. I know I've been basically saying that every video this week, assuming I'm doing this way. I think I am. But it really does mean a lot. I'm hoping this game might be the one to catch us up, but it might be Battle Network 4 that does that at this rate. Come forth, Bubbles. People would be so shocked if they knew I planned all this. Lord Wily would reward me blub time. Everyone makes fun of me because I don't have an operator. I'll blub all those filthy Navis. You're the World 3 Navi.
Blum. What are you doing scaring me like that? Blum blum. Don't blub into my business. Bubbly dance. Blum 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 blum.
So you're the one who sent out the bubbles. Dissolve them right this instant.
Why would I do that? Blum blum. Blum. I know you, Blum. You're Megaman. If I delete you, Lord Wily will really reward me, Blum blum.
He wants to fight? Megaman, are you ready for battle?
Blum, this isn't the proper place to fight. He wouldn't do it if an official came. Come on, Bubbleman, think. Blum, your back's unguarded. Blum, Bubble Brigade. Blum, 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 he fell for it. Now's my chance. Blum, 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 blum.
Ah, I fell for it. Go get him, Mega Man. Roger, but he vanished without a trail. It looks like he's dropping bubbles as he goes. I'm on to him. And of course, since we have the cube in front of us, use this. Lan, I'm sorry I got you involved in all of that, but you and Mega Man are the only ones that I can rely on. I'll be waiting for you two. Here, use this. And we get not only Mail's net cube codes, we can open this. We also get roll 2 for free there. It's roll, but it does more damage. I think it even heals you for a little bit more. I don't use it, but it's good on a first playthrough especially. So we need to follow Bubbleman's bubbles that he places along the trail that he actively walks on, but we're going to be doing some jump cutting just to smooth this out. If you follow the trail all the way to the end here at AC/DC, it leads to the Cyber Metro. And from there, it actively goes to Yoka's internet. You can go check out Scilab, but after you get off the Cyber Metro, it should be obvious there's no bubbles on screen, whereas there's bubbles immediately if you come over here to Yoka. I'm not a big fan of this entire scenario, though, because of how sections like this are structured. Because we literally just did the trek we're doing right now to go get the Wind Asterisk. And yes, you may have already had a Wind Asterisk from exploring ahead of time, or getting one from a lucky drop over in Tamako's homepage, or exploring around at that point. But this is a thing I think Battle Network 3 is very filled with, where it's a lot of, alright, go here, now go there, now go back to that first place, but with this instead. And I don't like that for how this game's internet is structured.
Blum, you've trailed me all this way? Blum, 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 you can't cross this bridge like that. I'm light as foam, that's why I could. Blum, blum. Blum, 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 blum. Come on, I dare you to come over and get me.
Lan, this bridge is too narrow for me to cross. While we're fooling around here, Mail and Miss Mari are going to be blown to bits. What should we do? I have an idea. Do you remember class yesterday? Class yesterday? Oh, that's it! Compression! Yeah, if you compress my data and shrink me, I'll be able to pass over this bridge no prob. But where can we get a compression program? Didn't Miss Mari say there was some place that compresses data every day? Where was that?
What are you blowing about? If you don't hurry, my bubble bomb's gonna blow!
Lan, let's hurry up and find a compression program. I guess that's our only chance. Let's go. You know, I'm starting to realize the way I'm doing the blubs for Bubbleman sounds like a turkey, which, for reasons on my own story, that would make way too much sense. So, this place that does a lot of compression every day is Scilab, and in particular, we need to head over to Dad's lab and jack into the computer over here, and then talk to this guy. Ah, an intruder! Get him! And now we get to fight 3 Shrimpies over here in Battle Network 3 Blue. Over in 3 White, this is 3 Hardheads, which I think is technically easier, but if you take too long, your territory and space to move can get pretty limited. I now know you are an acquaintance of Dr. Hikari. I apologize for my rudeness. Please, take this. Thanks. Now all I have to do is insert this in my Navi customizer and you can compress me, Lan. If you install this in your Navi customizer, you'll be able to be compressed. However, this is not compatible with your Navi customizer. The technology in your Navi customizer is too advanced. What? We can't install this? It may be possible to install it if you have someone modify it for your Navi customizer. However, very few people, if any, have the ability to perform such modifications. Ah, it figures Dad's out of town at a time like this. Who should we ask to modify this? We don't have time to waste. Let's hurry up and find someone who can program. I've got it, Lan. Didn't someone we know say they studied programming? Indeed, they did, and while I grabbed this purple mystery data that contains Bamboo Sword N, by the way, which is essentially a wood elemental wide sword. It was Higsby last part who said that he studied programming recently. Also, in case you're wondering how you're meant to figure out that's where the press data was, you just talk to that dude. It's one of those cases you just need to talk to people around. And since Bound Work 3's world is still pretty small at this point, it's not too bad to do that. Higsby, can you modify this for our Navi customizer? A Navi customizer? Huh, never heard of that before. If the program only needs minor modifications, maybe I could, huh? Well... I'm sorry, but this needs more advanced skills than I have, huh? Oh, no. This can't be happening. There's no time to lose hope, Lan. Let's go find someone who can make the modifications. Mail Miss Mari could die. There's gotta be someone nearby. Whoa! Oh, watch your step. I was just passing by when I heard all this commotion. Is something the matter? If I don't get press data modified and compress my Navi, my friends will be in serious trouble. The modifications can't be made without special programming, though. Huh, I know a thing or two about programming. Here, let me have a look. I'll just take a look inside this PET here. Huh, the person who made this Navi customizer must be quite an engineer. Let's see now. Aha! This press data needs to be made to fit this Navi customizer. You're right, this can't be done with normal techniques. Give me a minute here. There we go. Now you can install press data in the Navi customizer. Well then, you'd best be off to help your friends. Thank you, sir. Did you see that guy, Lan? That guy's programming skills were incredible. He may be as good as your dad, maybe even better. Just who was that guy? Yeah, I'll ask Dad next time I see him. Alright, Megaman, let's go. Alright, so now we need to once again head back into Yoka 1. But now we have the press data Namicus program. Now, like I said when I was talking about compression codes though, story-related Namicus programs like this cannot be compressed. They have no smaller forms. And that makes them kind of limiting for what your Navicust can be depending on what programs you've gotten. By the point in the story, you need to use programs like this. But press is so useful, you might as well keep it in your Navicust for a lot of the game moving forward, because there's going to be a lot of times you're going to need to go on those narrow pathways. Also, wait a second, now that I think about it. No, we gotta head to Yoka 1 for story. But we're actually going to head to Yoka 2 from Yoka Square first, because there's new pathways we can access in this area now that we have the press program in our Navicust. And there's quite a few blue mystery data we can get for doing so. So this is how it works. You just go onto these pathways when you have press on, and you can walk over them. It's a little bit slower. I think you actually do move a little slower, unless it's just an optical illusion messing with me. But it's there. I like them trying to make the Navicust and the required idea just so you're actively always kind of trying to evolve your playstyle with it as you go. But once you no longer need press, or you're in areas that don't need press, you also might just want to uninstall and put something else in that place, because that's 3 tiles that could be doing other things. It's the matter of you having to juggle back and forth when you need it again. That just gets really annoying, and I don't like how they use the Navicust in the main campaign in that regard a lot. Because there's a lot of times we're going to have to do this throughout the LP. That's one thing I'll give Ep.4 for. They got rid of that immediately. The Navicust stuck around, but they got rid of plot-required programs, more or less. Over here, though, by coming to the Yoka 1 from lower Yoka 2, rather, we actually have a bug frag trader, and my goal here is to get 10 more bug frags so I can afford variable sword C, because that codes ridiculously well, and it's part of a program advance. Technically didn't need to show this little place off until even after the end of this scenario for reasons, but I might as well show it off while I'm trying to get some extra Zenny along the way, because Zenny for right now in this game, the things you want to buy are expensive enough that you really want to collect as much as you can. Not to mention actually getting bug frags is incredibly important. In fact, I think I actually do a little bit of a bad job of doing that after, I think, like the next plot scenario. Because I start just trying to kill the viruses so quickly, I forget to do counter hits. In fact, I'm very guilty of that in this game, period, because of how bug frags are also handled in Ep.4 4 Beyond is a little bit different. There's a lot of the same stuff there, but there's enough different notes. HP memory up there, glad to grab that, I feel like you get HP memories pretty quickly in BN3 compared to even BN2, but I feel like that might just be recency bias, where I played Ep.4 2, I don't know, like 2 months ago, whereas this I played last week-ish. Either way, now that we have the press program, we can go across here to where Bubbleman went. Notably, he walked towards a dead end in the cutscene we last saw him in, which is a little dumb, but oh well. And there's the Ice Wave battleship from the Pengies. The way that works is the same way their actual attack works, where it's essentially a snowflake or icicle, I forget exactly which, that goes in a wave pattern up and down across 2 of the rows. I think, I want to say it defaults to the top 2 rows if you use it in the middle, but if you use it in the top row, I think it's the top 2, and then it's the bottom row, it's the bottom 2 rows. Tornado, that works the same way it did back in Bound Arc 1 and 2. You shoot a tornado, I believe 2 panels ahead of you, and it'll hit an enemy on that panel multiple times for the listed damage. Every hit is individually weak, but it does enough damage that it is kind of worth having around. L-Code's also not too bad in Battle Network 3 from memory, so that's a pretty good one to have around. I have you now. It's time for you to dissolve those bubbles. You can't beat me that easily, Blub. Blah, 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 blah. Blubbledore. Megaman. Roger. Megabuster. My Megabuster isn't working. Your efforts are useless. It'll take more than that to blast my bubble door. Blub. Bubble Brigade. Blub over here.
You called Master Bubbleman? Oh, is that Megaman? Well, we're not gonna be fighting him, are we?
For Blub's sake, can't you guys sound tougher? Strike some fear in people. I'll blub it. Take this needle and run far away so Megaman can't catch you. Blub blub.
Oh, okie dokie. So we should run away? We're good at that. You can trust us, sir.
Just go already.
I'll delete Megaman. I just need you to wear him down.
Okie dokie. Come on, guys. Up, and... Wait a minute. Where should we go?
Well, how about AC/DC 2? There are a good couple places to hide there, right?
That sounds just peachy to me. Away we go!
Oh, blub. The trouble those suds put me through. Anyway, Megaman, my sudlings escaped with a needle that can break this bubble door. If you get it from them, I'll take you on.
Lan, gotcha. Those guys went to AC/DC 2. Let's go. And we got email. Ready, huh? Lan, hurry! The bubble's already turned yellow, huh? If you don't hurry, it'll explode, huh? Namely, if you actually go take a look, as you progress through the scenario, the bubbles do turn yellow, and eventually towards the very end, they do turn red, although you can only see that, I believe, for a very short time period. For now, let's head through Yai's PC to get back to AC/DC 2, and I recommend you save here, even though if you want to try to manipulate the thing that's going to happen here, it's already probably too late by this point, honestly. Oh boy, what do you guys got going on?
Oop, you caught me. Yeah, I'll beat you to a pulp. Bring it on.
So over here in Bound Network 3 Blue, we're fighting 2 Metar 2s and a Canodum 2 on some ice panels. Whereas over in Battle Network 3 White, this is, I believe, 2 Pengies and a Penga, which is the, I believe, level 2 version of the Pengi. I do want to say that Battle Network 3 White has the harder fight there. In fact, you might want to bring something that will actively change the tile sets that you're using, like a Guts Manship or something like that, because the higher versions of the Pengi viruses, I believe, all have a set ice chip they can use that turns the entire field into ice, so they can be completely invincible, and that can be rough. I'll take a Sonic Wave. But what do we have here? What the? Could this be a style change? It looks like you've made a style change. That would be the Aqua Custom style. Aqua Custom style? An Aqua style mastered by using chips in series. By using this style, you get 6 chips in the custom screen. Your power attack will also become the Aqua Shot, but you'll take double damage from elect-based attacks. Pretty cool, huh, Mega Man? Aqua Custom style. Yeah, I can feel the power flowing. Do you want to work on more on this style, or find another? Pretty neat thing, unlike Battle Network 2 when you do a style change, you actually get the option off the bat to ignore it and move on to a different one. However, I'm perfectly comfortable with Aqua style, as Battle Network 2's replay said. If you keep using this style, it'll level up soon. Huh? What's this guy? He just changed shape. He looks even stronger. We don't stand a chance.
And now waited dead data. Alright, hand over the needle. We're not handing anything over. Come on, guys, let's run. Run? Run where? How about Scilab 1? Sounds spiffy. Alrighty then, let's go. Hey, wait! Let's go after them, Lan, to Scilab 1. So, like Battle Network 2, after a certain point in the plot, you automatically get a style change dependent on what actions you've taken in battle up to that point. Because I regularly sent 3 or more chips and used program advances pretty regularly up to this point in random battles I've edited out, I got a custom style, which not only allows you to have 6 chips in your custom screen by default, but now in this game, whenever you level up a style, not only do you get stronger with it slightly, but you also get a Navi custom program matching that style's preset color, like custom styles are blue by default, that will usually give you some form of that style changes ability. So for instance, leveling up custom style once will give me a program that allows me to have an extra chip on my custom screen. The base 4 style changes from Battle Network 2 are all still here, and I'll talk more about those as we go, but there's also 2, technically 3 new ones we'll be talking about as we go throughout the LP. You found me again. You really got to put your all into this. Megaman, here I come! This fight over here in Battle Network 3 Blue is 3 spiky 2s. Over in Battle Network 3 White, this is a Pengy and 2 Pengas. Once again, make sure you bring something that can break panels in case they use set ice. Darn, beat us again. This guy's good. Now then, give me the needle. The Imperial Bubble Brigade is not defeated so easily. We're the fastest retreaters in World 3. We're running again? Of course, silly, that's why World 3 let us join. So where to next? Yoka 1. Okie dokie, let's go. They really are good at running away. Go get him, Mega Man. Yoka 1. And now we need to go right where we first met the Bubble Brigade over in Yoka 1, which is thankfully not too far of a trip. At this point, you're probably used to going all over the place, but this is what I mean about this scenario. You are backtracking to the same places constantly, and it genuinely annoys me with how it's structured, considering at points, the internet structure in this game feels like it's actively designed to pad out the game's length in a way that just doesn't feel good, especially compared to BN2 and admittedly BN4 and 5 from memory, because those do a good job of just having very direct paths that'll take you from one area to the next. Blub, what are you doing back here? Oh, Blub, he beat you, didn't he? You sons are beyond useless. No, sir. We're not weak. He's just too strong. Don't blow bubbles in my face. Now hurry up and scram. If Mega Man comes, my plan to tire him will blubby work. You won't escape me now. What are you doing? Blub him! Ah, man, he doesn't even care about how we feel. This guy's scary. Okay, guys, let's get him. Hey-ho! Over here in Battle Network 3 Blue, we got a Fishy, Ratty, and Hardhead here. Over in 3 White, this is 3 Pengas. Again, bring Gutsman or something that can easily destroy tiles, otherwise you're not going to be able to win that fight easily. We give up, you win. We're good at running, but terrible at fighting. Here, this is what you want, right? So we're okay now, right? No hard feelings? Right? Right? Well then, we better get going. Boy, they really are good at running away. Alright, Mega Man, now for Bubbleman. And now it's just a straightforward path, and we will be at the Bubbleman boss fight. But yeah, I'll go more over the specifics of what leads into what style change as you go, but the 4 from Battle Network 2 are still here. Custom style for using a lot of chips in sequence in battles. Shield style for using defensive chips like barriers, guard, and all that. Team style for using a lot of Navis in battles. Gut style for using your Buster a lot. But then there's the 3 new styles, and 2 of them are version exclusives. In Battle Network 3 White, if you use tiles that impact panels by either changing what panel they are, being powered up by panels, or breaking panels, you get ground style. By using Invis-type chips over here in Battle Network 3 Blue, you get Shadow style, and then there's Bug style, which actively involves having bugs in your Navi custom, which I don't recommend using. Now we've really got you, Bubbleman. My suddenlings lost so soon? Those blundering blubs. Even so, they must have damaged you. Blub, 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 now's my chance. I'm going to win this battle and pay back all those who mocked me. Blah, 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 blah. Lan, a phone call. It's Higsby. Lan, the bubbles have turned red, huh? They're going to explode. Hurry, huh? Blub. It's already time for my bubbles to burst. Blub, blub, blub. time's run out, Megaman. You're too late. Blah, 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 blah.
Lan, it's now or never. Right. Let's do this, Megaman. Battle routine set. Execute.
Blah, blah.
Bubbleman can actually really suck to fight because he actively always has a hole in the middle of his environment, and to start, he always has that rock there. Yes, you can destroy it with enough damage, but that can easily shield him from enough damage to be annoying. I'll talk more about his attacks when we get to his alpha fight later on, though, because he's going to be on screen for longer. Because having that hole in the middle of the fight is a very good way to use Geyser, as you can see. Potentially annoying. Storyline fight isn't that bad, though. No! Please don't delete me, Blub Blub. I realize I can't beat you. Blub, don't bully me anymore. Lan, the bubbles have started blinking, huh? Dissolve those bubbles in the real world at once. Okay, I'll delete them, Blub. Oh no, they're going to blow, huh? In just a moment, they'll all be gone. Blub, blub, blub. Now I'm out of here. Blow up my beautiful bubbles. Blub. Blub, blub. Proto-Man! Why didn't you end it right away? I told you, being wishy-washy will be the end of you someday. You sure act wishy-washy, Lan. What? Your moment of hesitation endangered thousands of people. Lan! The bubbles have dissolved, huh? Everyone's safe. Hurry back here, huh? Lan, can you hear me? Huh? If you can't finish off World 3 lowlifes like these, you should hang it up. Come on, Proto-Man, let's go. Yes, sir. Lan, let's get back to mails. Are you two okay? Yeah, we're fine. I was a little worried for a moment there. We owe you our lives, Lan. Great work, Lan, huh? Thanks, Lan. Thank you, Lan. Sure. What's the matter? You look kind of glum, huh? No, I'm happy, really. I mean, everyone's safe. Now that this is over, I'd better get back to my shop. Alright, see you later, Higsby. I'm going home now, too. I don't think I'll be purchasing a bubble wash. Goodbye, mail. I'm going to turn in early today. Yeah, you deserve it after the day you've had. I should be going now, too. You must be tired, Mail. You should get some rest. Lan, thanks for saving me. I never doubted you, not for a moment. Cut it out, Mail. Don't look at me that way. Alright then. I'll see you tomorrow. Lan, are you still thinking about what Chad said? Yeah. What he said was true. My moment of hesitation could have cost the lives of thousands. But I can't be so cold-hearted. What are you saying? You don't need to change at all. Chad is Chad and we're us. There's no need to be who we aren't. Now let's go home and get some sleep. I'm beat. Probably a good idea. But first, before we do that, we can now actively use the normal shop function over here at Higsby's shop. Notably, he mostly actually has mega chips, like weaker versions of the secret chips from Battle Network 2 that we got from the number trader, on top of mine, which is always good. You're gonna need to buy all these eventually anyway, so if you can afford some of them right now, particularly some of the cheaper ones like Waterline or Lightning, I'd recommend doing it. But I would ultimately say it's probably best to save your Zenny for any HP memories you haven't picked up from net dealers yet, on top of the fact there's gonna be a new net dealer relatively soon. And once you re-enter your room at this point in the scenario, you actually get an email from Dad about the style change you got in question. It's essentially the exact same thing he said during the actual style change, but it's nice to have that information on hand if you ever want to reread it in case you take a break, or you go to another style change for a bit but then come back. Well, what is it? Oh. I'm going to win tomorrow. I promise. What? You bothered me just to say that? Idiot. I'm leaving. No, really, Dad. I won't let anyone beat me. I'm going to be number one. So please, come out to watch. Heh, I always tell you, victory is all, and elites don't tolerate failure. You should be training for tomorrow rather than wasting your time here. And thus the puzzle pieces fall into place. Lan, you've got mail. Hey, it's a notice from DNN about the N1 Grand Prix. It says, the much-anticipated N1 Grand Prix will be held tomorrow at DNN on Beach Street. In preparation for the N1, we'll be recording a special program in Beach Square on the net today. Everyone's invited to come, so feel free to bring your friends. Cool! Let's see if Dex and the others want to come too. Alright, I'll email everyone. Jack me into the net, Lan. And by email everyone, they mean go talk to all 3 Navis in all 3 homepages of your friends. Why they call that emailing when we've sent emails in lore before this, and it's actually been how we get email ourselves, I don't know. So, it's just a trek across ACDC area. It doesn't take that long. I always just found this weirdly jarring though, because it's like the only time we actively do it to this extent in the series. Hey Megaman, what's up? A TV station? Sorry, I can't. I'm supposed to go with mail to buy a CD today. But thanks anyway. Invite me again another time. Also, I'm not too sure if the networks are actively shaped like anything in this game for the homepages, because in some of the other ones, they're shaped like something relevant to the character, like Miss Million's homepage back in Mountain Arc 2 is shaped like a snake. Hello, and welcome. I see, so you're making a TV show. Unfortunately, today is Yai's study day. So even if she wanted to go, she wouldn't be allowed. It's her father's rule. Gotcha. I think I could squint and see Mail's homepage as, like, music notes, but I'm not sure what Dex's or Yai's could be. Hold up a second, that's not Guts, man. Welcome to this homepage. I'm the caretaker program. Gutsman is out at the moment. He's taking part in the endurance contest at Yoka. Of course someone had to be different with it. We have to go over to Yoka 1 at the little water boiler looking thing to actually find Gutsman here. Always found this particularly a little weird. I don't know why they did this. Barring maybe a little bit of a theming thing with something that happens down the line a little bit, but even then that feels like a stretch for this. But hey, since I have the money, I might as well do what I said earlier and pick up another HP memory. Let's get the second one as well. So now this net merchant's cleaned out of that. The Shake 1 battleship that's there can be pretty good, honestly, because that's, I think, essentially a bomb battleship where you throw a weight that moves back and forth. Along a column, in particular, I should note, and it can do multiple hits, so it's really good at comboing Navis and viruses. I do prefer the later ones, though. At this point, though, I've gotten 90 bug frags, so you're damn right I'm buying another variable sword, because those are just great to have around. Also, I think that was the first time right then that had happened to me. I got into a fight, essentially I think the same frame I talked to that net merchant. So, the fight got buffered for after I got out of the conversation, which was a little weird. But that's not all we're here in this part of Yoka 1 for, because now that we finished the previous scenario, a very familiar face is waiting for us in this corner in his alpha fight. It's time for Bubbleman Alpha. So let's actually talk about what Bubbleman can do. Bubbleman himself only has actually 2 attacks, technically. He can throw a crab at you that functionally works like a raton, where from where it lands, it'll move across the row, and then once in a column with you, it'll try to move into you. And towards the latter part of his health, he'll enter a bubble shield, which can absorb a hit from him, and he can regenerate it, and he can fire harpoons at you. The main attacks in this fight come out of the hole in the center, and they're bubbles. You can have up to, I think, 3 or 4 bubbles at a time on the screen. The bubbles can either be empty and constantly track onto you, mines that will detonate when they get perpendicular to you and they have a plus-shaped explosion, or little fish that when you break the bubble will dash forward across the row. Dealing with them in tandem with dealing with Bubbleman himself makes getting a high rank in this fight a pain in the ass. Although I will give them this, they actually make it an easier fight in the beta fight for reasons. So I just worry about beating Bubbleman Alpha rather than trying to get a high rank, because you're going to get the chip anyway. Bubbleman is another one of my favorite Navi chips in the game. Its listed damage is very low, but the higher versions of it fire more and more harpoons that each get individually boosted by attack plus 10s or the like. So on a single target, similarly to Beastman, this can be great at just melting through HP. For now, though, we need to go to the higher portion of Yoka 1.
Huh? Megaman, we're going to the TV station? Yeehaw! I'm in a battle I don't want to lose now, so go on ahead. I'll be right there. Yeehaw!
And we've got more mail. From the DNN again, see Beach Pass. We forgot to attach an important thing to our last email. Please use this to get to Beach Square. And we get the Cyber Beach Pass, so now we can get to Beach Area via any given Cyber Metro. So let's just cut on back to Yoka Square and use the Metro to go on from there. Beach Area is like Scilab Area, though, as well as Yoka, in that it actively takes you to Area 2, and I don't really get why they do that for these. Besides potentially them wanting to have the square connected to a later numbered area. Hello there, welcome to the beach area. With the ocean so close, it sure makes you feel tropical. This area's main street is orange, like the summer sun. Now, we can go over to Beach 1, it's actually just to our southwest right then and there. But we, in order to get to the square, need to stay here in Area 2. And here are Yorts proper. We fought these enemies during that one side quest earlier, but this is the place you're guaranteed to run into them no matter which version you're playing. The main reason we're showing this off is that I need their battleship. We technically already got it from another side quest even, the very first one of the game. But if you're looking for them for program advances, this is the place to go. Outside of that, there's only one enemy we haven't seen before yet in Beach 2 in specific. Otherwise, it's a lot of Metar 2s, Snowblows, Fishies especially, Trumpies. Not a bad place to get any of their battleships if you haven't yet for some reason. And there's even a free Recover 50G there. Not that I'm ever going to use that because I only really use recoveries when they're coded asterisk in the long run. Or if they're coded R in specific, but that's for another very specific reason. Here's the other new enemy for the area, Deedles. These are effectively Beetle 2s. They move about the same way. They actively try to get out of the row you're in if they're in the same one as you. Otherwise, they're just beefier. The main difference with their attack is that instead of firing one column-wide explosive, they fire two in a row. It's not like Battle Network 2 from memory where they go from little bomb to a cross bomb. No, that's something else in this game from memory, at least at this point. With that said, they are in charge of their own battleship that's just single bomb, but you throw two and would you guess it's called double bomb? You're damn right it is. Free Reg Up 3 there, hidden beneath the pathway, by the way, which is nice to grab. And you know what, while we're here, let's grab ourselves a double bomb. What I just did there, by the way, was the other version of Sonic Boom that Variable Sword has, where instead of holding A and pressing BB left down up, it is it's left B right B. Which for virus battles is better, because even though it's 3 shots versus 4, there's only ever 3 viruses in a battle anyway. Elemental Sonic Boom in that case is more useful if there's an obstacle in your way you need to break. For now, we're here in Beach Square, but there's another version of Cyber Simon says here we need to get 90 button presses in a minute, I believe. I think this gives you like 5 bug frags, I think. Either way, I don't think it's worth doing. If you're gonna bug frag grind at this point in the game, again, go over to ACDC area and fight Metar 3s over and over again. The more important thing is that this is actually the first square in the game with a program shop. So you can buy programs of various types, including Fish. Fish might sound weird, but what that actively does is that if an area has Aqua Elemental viruses, it makes them more likely to show up. In fact, there's some Aqua Elemental viruses you can only fight by doing that. So it's pretty handy to have around. There is one of those for more or less every single one of the key 4 elements, though you're basically not getting one of them until endgame, so in that regard, maybe hold off on grinding out certain things until then. Also, you may have figured it out from how often it's been in there, but after you get the press program, there's really no reason to remove it from your Navi custom unless you have a lot of programs in a very specific way. Because it's so needed to get around Yoka Beach in the next area after this that you might as well keep it. For now, though, in order to actually do the cutscene, we need to head towards the top left where the actual net trader is as well. Now, what's really cool about this guy is he got another variable sword. 10,000 Zenny, yeah, which is a steep price, but it's real good. You can also get Grass Stage here, which if you got a Heat-type style change, can actually be very good at taking down a lot of viruses very quickly. Oh, you're one of the contestants in the Grand Prix, right? We'll interview you later, so please wait over there. Alright. Okay, we're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone. This week's My Neighbor, My Net Battler will focus on the N1 Grand Prix. We will be showing you what's going on behind the scenes, beginning with interviews with actual N1 contestants. Welcome contestants. Please tell us your name and give the audience a brief remark. Let's start with the blue Navi. My name is Megaman. I'm going to try my best to win tomorrow. Thank you very much, and good luck! Now let's hear from the large Navi next to Megaman.
Guts, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna Guts.
Oh no, this just in! Frenzied fans have gotten out of control in the beach area. If we can get an on-site report, it'll be a scoop. I bet we might even get an employee award for covering something like this. Quick, let's go.
Hold your horses, my interview isn't over yet. Hold up, Gutsman's going too. Yeehaw!
Lan, Gutsman took off after the TV crew. He said the net battle fans are out of control. I'm a little worried. Now what? Alright, Megaman, let's go check it out. Roger. And now we have to actively head over to Beach 1, which is thankfully nearby. Now, the reason I say grass stage is specifically good for heat-type style changes is that what your actual style change is on the style side doesn't determine what its charge shot is, barring technically shadow style for reasons I'll talk about more down the line. For instance, Aqua Elemental Style's charge shot is effectively a bubbler that gets stronger if you use enough weapon level up Navi custom materials. Ah! Lan, I heard a girl scream. Lan, a phone call from Dex.
Lan, something bad's going down.
What's happening?
Those riding Navis surrounded Gutsman. He's trapped.
Where exactly is he?
Beach 1 by the... Look out, Gutsman!
Oh dear. Dex was cut off. What's going on around Gutsman? Dex said Beach 1, right? He must be near here. Come on, Megaman. Let's find Gutsman and the TV crew. But of course, it's not gonna be that easy. Go, go, go. Hey kid, you are rooting for Netopia in the N1, right? What? You're not?
Then take this.
We're gonna have some forced virus battles along the way. Over here in Battle Network 3 Blue, we got 2 Metar 2s and a 2B. 2Bs are Trumpy 2s. Instead of their fanfare making enemies that are not the Trumpies invincible, this one will actively confuse Mega Man, making your controls reversed. Over in Battle Network 3 White, that fight, I believe, is 2 Deedles and a Trumpy. I don't know why, though. Like, one-way arrow areas like this in the Battle Network games confused the hell out of me as a kid. I guess I just didn't have enough object permanence to make the map make sense. It's just something I got better with as time passed. Well, we just went right past Gutsman, and you need to go the long way around to find him. Just great. We do get a new enemy here, Shakers. These are Quaker 2s. They're faster, stronger, but you still get stunned whenever they actively do their jumps, so be careful from where they land, and keep an eye on them at all times, really. Not too hard to take out, especially if they get stuck on the sand long enough, but be careful. Yeah, going back to style change charge shots. The electric type style changes charge shot is essentially a zap ring, which has its uses in this game because of how well you can easily paralyze enemies with elements, but isn't great in the long term, really. As for wood elemental style changes, they get effectively what's the blower battle chip from Battle Network 2. It's a tornado that strikes 2 panels away for you for several hits of low wood damage. It's okay for stunning enemies, but not the greatest. Arguably the best one with a lot of styles is Heat Element, because you get a flamethrower that goes 3 tiles forward and back. Go, go, Netopia! Netopia rules at net battling! What the? Are you a fan of Lectopia or something? Over here in Battle Network 3 Blue, we got a Canodum, a Boomer, and a 2B, Canodum 2 in specific. Over in Battle Network 3 White is 2 Shrimpy 2s and a Trumpy. I think for these fights in particular, White gets the easier fight on the whole. As for Beach 1, when it comes to enemies that are new, it's really just the Shakers, and you can find Swordy 2s here as well to get fire swords from them. You're looking for a Navi from Lectopia? Our boss got him, and you're next. Over here in Battle Network 3 Blue, we have to fight 2 Swordies and a 2B. Over in White, this is a Swordy 2, a Swordy 3, and a Trumpy. And that's the end of that. Gutsman! Hey you! Let those Navis go!
Well, what have we here? You're a brave little boy. And what'll you do if we don't? Cry?
If you don't, you'll have to face me.
Are you serious? Be a good little boy and jack out now for your own sake.
It's 3-on-1, kid.
You haven't got a chance.
Who doesn't have a chance?
We've been had.
Proto-Man! Proto-Man? Did they step out our chods, Navi? He'll slaughter me! I'm out of here! Proto-Man. Extraordinary! No wonder you're there all saying you'll win tomorrow's Grand Prix. That wasn't proofread at all. Thank you for saving us. Would you mind if we interviewed you?
Sorry, I don't have the time. How rude. Refuse to be interviewed like that.
He's so dreamy.
Hey, is it time for my interview yet?
Oh, Proto-Man.
Who wants to listen to this? I'm jacking out.
Hey, Lan, since everyone's safe, why don't we jack out early? Tomorrow's a big day. Yeah, we'd better leave before something else happens. Okay, Megaman, let's jack out.
That official AceNet battler Chod and his Navi Proto-Man are starting to get in the way of World 3's plans. I believe we'll have to eliminate them earlier rather than later. How is our little plan coming along?
It is proceeding smoothly, sir. Soon the entire world will fear World 3.
Take precautions not to end up like Bubbleman did.
Please do not compare me to such an inferior Navi. I'll deliver you footage that will delight your eyes, Lord Riley. Child's public execution.
I'm counting on you. Delete it!
Delete it!
Lan, are you up there, Lan? What? Just come down here. What's up, Mom? Do you need something? Could you do me a favor? I'd like you to take this data disk to Dad. Oh, okay. I'll do it right away. You seem really happy, Lan. Oh, yeah, you haven't told Dad we'll be in the N1 yet. I bet he'll be surprised. See you later, Mom. Be careful, Lan. And we've got mail. New shortcut. Lan, thank you for the other day. I just made a shortcut from my homepage to Yoka Square. Please feel free to use it anytime. I opened the gate for you, too. That is one of the best shortcuts in the game. Again, more or less all the shortcuts after Dexes are really useful in this one, but especially the later three. And I might as well come over here and use the chip trader just to see if I get anything cool. Mole is essentially another version of Invis. That's pretty good. Snake, we've already got that, but it's nice to have more codes of it, I guess. I usually like to max out the chips I have of any given type at 3 or 4 in this game, just because there's enough chips where you might want to have 3 of them, but not enough you'd want to have 4, in my experience. And hey, we got air shot too, and that's another chip we didn't have yet. It's just a stronger air shot once again, so if you got them, use them, especially if you got some rock cubes to throw in your folder. So I actively do go use Mail's shortcut here. Not only to show off where it is, but how it works. Even though Yoka itself isn't my end destination here, beach area actually is, because there's some mystery data I didn't grab, I believe, from memory, over in Beach 1 in specific. There's also technically a fight I tried to do around now, but I realized I probably just didn't have enough HP to do it over here in Beach 1 in specific. Because I believe it's an NPC that's technically not spawned in yet that will talk about it. If you fight in Beach Area 1 with less than 25% of your HP, that's how Bubbleman Beta will show up. And he is very worth fighting. I'm obviously going to do it because I like Bubbleman's chip to begin with, and having B2 and B3 around will do a lot in my eyes. But also, hey, I got Yo-Yo 1E, so that's more towards that program advance. You can tell when I think I might be editing out a battle when I kind of freeze up at the start because I'm usually checking maps or my notes, by the way, like that. Here's Swordy 2 as their Swordies, but stronger. They have fire element, and they can drop fire swords. I am actively unsure of one thing, though, and that's if the Swordy viruses get more aggressive with their attacks as they go on, like they move faster and all that. It feels like they do, but Swordies are already one of the more actively aggressive virus types in the series to begin with, so There's a lot in this series I can't tell if it's an actual thing or if it's my brain making it up just because it's a higher version of an enemy. Yeah, though, I spend a little bit of time getting my HP low around here and trying to fight Bubbleman Alpha, but it just didn't work out. The main reason I kept this footage in is because we got a new battle chip along the way, for one thing. But also, I fought a Swordy 2 and I'm like, I guess that's worth keeping in just for that. Because now we're out of Mail's house, and we're going to be heading on over to Scilab.
And while we do have a dad to talk to, also there's more jobs at this point. I'm broke. I know this isn't something to ask a perfect stranger, but can someone please lend me 8,000 zenny? I lost my wallet and bag in Yoka. I don't know what to do. I promise I'll pay you back. I'm in the inn lobby. Might as well. But first, let's actually go get that data disk to Dad as well. Just gotta go hope he's here for once. Nope. Dr. Hikari's in a meeting. It could last quite a while. Dr. Hikari's in a meeting with the officials just now. A package for him? I'd be glad to give it to him for you. I think it says something that Lan didn't even complain about that. He's probably just used to something like this happening at this point. Oh, hi there, Lan. Oh, it's rare to see you two together. You brought me my data disk. Thanks. Yeah, I gave it to the researcher upstairs. Hey, what's Chad doing here? Scilab just held a joint meeting with the officials to discuss how to handle the annual influx of evil viruses. We just happened to run into each other there. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be in the N1 Grand Prix tomorrow. Wow, the same Grand Prix that everyone in town's talking about? That's great. Oh, but unfortunately, I have a meeting tomorrow. It doesn't look like I can go root for you. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I mean, if I had told you earlier, you'd just work yourself sick trying to make time to go, right? I'm sorry to make you worry about me so much, Lamb. Here, I'll give you this to make up for me not being able to go. The M1 Grand Prix will be packed with fierce battles, right? It wouldn't do if your PET broke again. If you put your PET in that, an elephant couldn't break it. Say, are you going to be in the N1 Grand Prix too, Chad? Yes. Is one of your parents coming to cheer you on? No, they won't be coming. Oh, well, anyway, I wish you both the best of luck. Now then, I'd better get back to work. Chad, I won't be losing tomorrow. I told you before and I'll tell you again. You don't stand a chance. I'm going to win. If I were you, I'd just concentrate on trying to pass the first round. What's his problem? Why is he always gotta be like that? He makes me so mad. Calm down, Lan. Chad is probably just on the edge because of tomorrow. Let's head home and sleep early for the Grand Prix. Yeah, I know. I promise, though, I'm not losing to him. Damn right, Lan. Now, at this point, you actively can just go to sleep and end this in-game day. It's one of the shorter ones in the series, but we got jobs to do. Hey, I've been waiting for you. You came to lend me some money, right? Thanks. I tried calling my family, but no one's home. I lost my PET too, so I can't even access bank account info to withdraw money. So can I borrow 8,000 zenny? Sure. Thank you. I'll use this money to buy a PET, then use the PET to get the account info for my PC at home. At last I'll be able to withdraw some money. You just wait. I'll pay you right back. And we exit and re-enter, and he's got new stuff. This is terrible. My Navi carrying the account info should have been back by now. He contacted me when he got to the Yoka area, but there was a lot of static and I lost touch. Would you mind going to the Yoka area and having a look around? I would really appreciate it. And we gotta go to the Yoka area once again. Thankfully, mail shortcut helps a lot here. They're near the exit to Yoka 1 from Yoka 2. I've only been alive for a few hours, and when I finally got to meet my operator, it's the biggest crisis of my life. You blue guy, don't just stand there, help me out. Huh? Who are you? This ain't no peep show, so scram, get out of here. And we actively have a new enemy in this fight. We got Ratty 2s. They're ratties, but faster, and they move even faster when you take some HP off and they start panicking. Over in Battle Network 3 Blue, this fight isn't against a Spiky 2, Ratty 2, and Shrimpy 2, though. It is instead against, I think, 3 Shakers? White gets the easier fight in that case. This side quest isn't hard, but I would probably recommend waiting until you actually have Tamako's PC code to just open her net cube and get here even faster than going to Mail's area. Thanks, you sure are a tough dude. So you came to get me? Thanks. Let me give you this. Well, since I'm just a temporary Navi, I'm gonna take it easy. Does that work like expiration dates in Megaman 9? That's depressing. Wow, that's what was going on? I'm glad you came along. You really went out of your way for me. Here's the money you lent me. Plus a little something for your trouble. After that, we get our 8,000 zenny back and an HP memory, which, hey, that's cheaper than some HP memories are at net dealers at this point, so hell yeah. And now for the second of the 2 jobs. Rare chips were cheap. For certain reasons, I need to dispose of a rare chip. I'm inside a telephone. The first one who finds me gets the chip. Sounds nice and easy. And if you think about it, we've seen plenty of telephones visually, but there's only one we have ever been able to jack into at this point in the series, and that's the one over in Yai's house. You can actually jack into it at this point. I want to say it opens after Bubbleman scenario, period, because this job exists. I'm not sure if this opens only if you get the job, though, because I always get the job and then come here. Now, from memory, I haven't looked into the exact encounter table for this place, but I don't think there's any viruses that are easier to find here than other places, although it's at the same time not a bad place to fight ratties if you want to get the Raton 1s for the Program Advance and Library completion those can give you. So hey, I'll take that. Save up before this fight just in case, by the way. Well, well, an unexpected visitor. I'm surprised none of the others made it this far. Is this place too intense? Were my messages too crude? You know, it's a shame that I only get to rob a stupid little kid. Final new virus for the part is a twinner. This is technically the level 2 of this virus. What's weird about these guys is that they slowly rotate around each other awkwardly at that, like the platforms in Super Mario RPG, while making slow-moving reticles bounce around the columns and rows. If those hit you, you take damage. What's annoying about them is that they aren't two separate viruses. They are one virus that has two bodies. And if you take out one without taking the other one will revive it within a matter of frames, essentially, so you need to go for a double delete on these guys. What are you, some kind of freak? No, so strong. Look, I'm sorry, you can take this if you let me go. Hey, 10,000 zenny, I'll take that. Allows me to get that variable sword over a beach area. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you so much for 430 subs. Here's hoping getting these videos done in chunks of 4 or 5 before I upload them will allow me to catch up more quickly. And with that, in part 5, it's time for the fabled N1 Grand Prix to begin. See you guys then.